Alright, YouTube pleasantries. Hello, cubies, blockies, and simpals. I am your host, Tidbit, she, her. Today, we are playing a game, and we are voicing over it. That game is the Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are specifically doing second game, third case. The Berry Big Circus. We don't have any guests here tonight because, you know. So let's try and get this done quickly. I have a guide open, so I haven't been here for a week, so I'm trying to like make up for that for a bit more performance. Alright, I'm just trying to look on the guide where we last were. Okay, we just... Yeah. Did we present this? Wait. Present stage costume to Regina. Obviously, we don't have the stage costume, so we did talk to them. I just need to go to the cafeteria. Hello, no username. Good afternoon. Ace in that attorney. December 29th. Big Top Cafeteria. Something smells fantastic! So, we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Bistro du Circuit, aka the cafeteria. Smells so good in here, and those burgers look great! She's drooling like some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet! I can tell by the way they smell! Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Hello, welcome to Mo's World. You gotta talk to me about everything. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? Yeah, that's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Translator really said, yeah, we can make Maya really American, and just changed out noodles to burgers. I mean, yeah, they have a hankering for food. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on the trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo? All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. Mo, one of the lesser-known Lovecraftian gods most people don't know about. Well, yeah, most people just skip this case if they can, and when they do know it, they can't remember a thing. You know. The tragedy, you know. What is he talking about? Get over it. Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't you worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
must mean the tragic death of the Ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, Goily. Don't look into it. Dang, correct the Mundo, correct the Mundo.
It doesn't even mean ding. Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
I only slip on up one words when I'm lying. Ah! Wait, no, fuck, that revealed me. No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange.
That was a horrible impression.
It sounded like you. And it sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I?
Yep. Gotta use my Lovecraft powers on you. Here's 2 locks.
Yep. So now we're getting closer to the truth.
Closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break! Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. What?
6 months ago, Present the Magatama. Boop.
Take that! Welcome to the Dark Dimension. This is where I was born.
Get over it.
Yes, my actual name is Bennett Foddy.
Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago.
I mean, Bennett Foddy made a game about insufferable agony, and I exist. So obviously we are the same cloth.
What in the world went on at this circus?
Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself.
Seriously? That's pretty childish. Let me guess, you still get chicken strips in fucking restaurants, eh?
Shut up.
I'm right.
Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then.
What if I try the burger bit one more time? Look, there's burgers!
Maya ate them all.
What the fuck? Oh, shit.
Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you... What the I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah. But Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the Ringmaster went along. He couldn't say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
You know, my entire purpose in this case, I know you're streaming this, and I am going to make every bit I can to extend my life. I may be an eldritch being, but I exist because you make it so. So if I just make constant...
Mo!
I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved? Huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? And we present a person. Acro. It must have been Acro, right?
How did you know? What? I'm supposed to be the hottest thing in the game.
Don't worry about that, Mo. I have a guide.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the Ringmaster.
No. No way! No, no! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. You know, there's so many ways to make the circus art good. Yeah. But I didn't have time to fix it before it happened, so we're here, alone, in the void. I'm sorry, Acro.
Unlock successful.
It's just like you said. You know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have been probably better if he had. Mo! What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Mo, you're evil. I know. Everyone's got a bad side in this case, and here's mine. He'll never recover from the coma he's in. The coma? Yeah, that word.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever gonna be able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro?
The old having a guide open on your phone trick. Did you pirate that joke from somewhere else? Because trust me, this is a different kind of software. It's on the PC.
He's his brother. Did you not look at the profile? It's not a profile. It doesn't exist here. Oh, okay. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother? You can't adopt more than one person.
Yes you can, Missy. They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bet. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling. But everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. It's a bit creepy. Every one of us is an eldritch beast of agony, based on the 7 deadly sins. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon!"
Why did he do that?
I don't know. But that's what caused the accident.
Yeah, get smart. 1965 to 1970. I only know of the movie that like came out in the 2000s.
I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When we bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
No way, that's impossible.
Well, obviously, the lion was pride and had pride in what it did.
A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem like it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events?
Because sometimes, to burn the internet down, you don't tell jokes that you crafted. You simply tell your life and people get very concerned.
Nick,
Can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon and shot him with a rifle.
So, that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I just had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a big. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. Best character in Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again. Acting like his normal crazy self. Nice! What a wonderful sneeze! Mo is an omnipresent being. Yeah, how do you think I played Silk Song, you frickin' scrub?
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownmanship. Girly, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick! I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen the cutest sneeze. Oh, of course I had to say something like that. What the?
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together? Oh, a straight couple. Not my style.
What is your style, Maya?
Let's just quickly get to that prosecutor tomorrow, okay?
Now I'm legitimately thinking of just like, okay, there's about 7 people in this case. What is everyone's sin? Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was injured in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, well. It seems you've got something you want to talk about, so fire away. Open up. Interesting.
It's funny knowing that Dante's Inferno is essentially just a fanfic. Yeah, and you take fanfic and you make fanfic of the fanfic. That's how you make literature. You just keep going layers and layers down. Like how 50 Shades of Grey is just a fanfic of frickin' Twilights. And then Twilight is a fanfic of Dracula. It's just fanfics all the way down.
I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. We have very similar voices. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury?
Yeah, 'cause we present Leon.
Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going.
You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I am an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. My wife is a coordinator, so I got to see the body. She loves families. Sir, why are you Columbo? I don't know. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the incident. The accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue?
Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together. Like always. What is that supposed to mean, Mr. Wright? What the fuck does that supposed to mean? You're a team? Yes. But what? That is such a far statement, Mr. Wright. This game is over. No. I see. I can't end the game like Mo. No, you cannot. Wait, Mo can end the game? Of course he can. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina? You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes on you. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. And I've got proof. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof you had it out for Regina all along.
Leon D's kidneys.
This. Where did you get it?
Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it when I was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. Boo.
You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Right. They don't call me Mr. Wrong anymore. Or yet. I don't know when this is happening. Maya?
Yeah?
Have we met a guy with IMAX yet?
What?
Okay, so obviously not. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Did he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid, too. But that lion was very old to begin with. An age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess, Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened.
Maya, have we met? Regina was 14 at that time. So, if Regina is 6... What do you mean Regina was... Because if... She said she's 15, turning 16 right now. So 6 months ago, she'd still be 15. But then that also means Bat would have been... Unless his birthday also happened. Even with that, plus... I thought he said years. No. Even... Oh my gosh, even with a 6-month gap, and it's like, oh, you could theoretically have a birthday in that 6 months. That still puts Bat at age 21 with a 15-year-old. Goodness gracious.
He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat. Check the record. I can't. There is no record. There's no checking previous words and stuff. This port is so just ungood.
Just wanted to take out a 15-year-old. Okay, buddy. Let me call Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Whoa, how'd you get here? I've been living on the 2nd floor.
Really?
Yeah. Common procedure. Cops sleep at the incident site. Yeah. You don't have a house. Not one that is not damp right now. Okay, just arrest this guy. You got it.
This circus has so many pedophiles. It's unreal. Yeah.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. You keep saying it like that. I'm getting really suspicious. I cannot say they were dating. I am in front of a lawyer that is against me. I cannot say anything of the sort. Oh, yeah. I want you to take a look at this.
What is this?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
Oh!
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know! Who said the same thing?
What do you think it all means?
This is either Gumshoe or Francisca.
So let's go with Francisca. I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Of course.
Miss Von Karma.
I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will be taking more at the Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, witness? What? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am. I see what you like in her, Maya.
Shush! Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. Right?
This is all the beginning to come together now, and I don't like it.
You were correct. He got Ozzy Osbourne. Bit the head of Bat.
He never cleaned it!
It's her, the medic. I mean, Francisca von Karma.
To be continued.
30 minutes into stream. And we're done with investigation. And we're on to the final trial segments. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. I forgot what Max is supposed to sound like. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I forgot my voice! I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Teehee, it's Regina. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have the glass of milk. Regina!
Oh, how fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that.
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Right? Tell me this isn't some kangaroo court.
Huh?
Oh, no. I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Keep him away from her! Sounds like Prismo to me. Clown.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Woo.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
I'm getting creeped out by this now.
Are you immune to my spell?
Yeah. Something about talking to Mo made me immune to extra-dimensional beings.
Fuck! Regina's different. Don't you think, Nick?
Yeah. She wants the most misery, but goes about it in the strangest way. Top of the morning to ya! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got something for this. Top of the morning to ya! Everybody, let's get ready to... Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. What? Top of the morning, I guess. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. And you people are looking like a couple of worms to me. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh, my, thanks. This is Earth milk, right? So, how are you today, right? This is Earth milk, right? Well, I've got a feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit and something greater. You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. Yeah, all you Eldritch beasts seem to have that trait. It's incomprehensible. One of us, if you try and counter all of them, you'll go mad. I won't tell you which one, though. It's the puppet, isn't it? Fuck! If all I gotta worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can the other witnesses.
What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right. It's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her to court today. It's not every day that you see an Eldritch God die. And she needs to understand that we don't go back to the stars when we're put to sleep. What's that supposed to mean? Max, are you an Eldritch being? No! I'm just a country boy, please! What the fuck has been going on in this circus? Oh, sorry, you'll forget about that in due time. It's not important, or it'll drive you mad. So let's get to forgetting. She needs to know what happened when people die. They don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number Mo.
Your court is in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Oh, wait, I am supposed to disappear. This is, even though we have not been to court in about a week, it's still difficult to do, so toodaloo, I'm going to bathe with the Elder Gods. So just...
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Mo Septica. His hair doesn't connect to his scalp correctly. That's trapeze artist deaf ass. That was ominous and hilarious at the same time. Was that intentional? Was the Mo intentional? I don't know. You tell me. Who's the god around here? Is it me?
Or Lady Justice?
Order! Order, Mo!
I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night.
Did you intentionally say number Mo? Yes, I did. We're dealing with elder gods. If I thought about this bit before the case, I think I would love to have this case be done with others. But now it's just me going insane by myself and surrounded by elder gods. Order!
In explanation, the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. The Magnus Archives. But Mo is a primary figure in the lore.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Name and occupation.
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
you say that fucking name.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. You know, I talked with Mo the other day, and you suck at impressions. Bite me. The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed, after all.
So, with the lights off, you were able to see clearly a human fly by your window.
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
I'd offer, but my throat's fucked. Then I will just stand in as a fake Paris. No, I won't do that. We've done our fair share of possessions in these courtrooms enough. And plus, there's many jokes. You did the clips today of you showing up, both not and when. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with that last bit of testimony. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Objection! If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? You claim to have seen the exact thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? It was on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Neon signs are awesome. Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model only made for Maximilian Galactica. And so it couldn't have been made twice? Yes. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
I'm more of on the sit right now.
Order! Order! Objection! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Just immediate hip fire.
Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion... What? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
We? Who the fuck is we in that statement? Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds.
Bees!
Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? I'm pretty old. I know when that book was written. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Oh.
He's staying rather calm and collected. Stop. Ow. Down.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true. Now I know this game is fictional.
Wait.
Now I know this game is fictional. Birds.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder, of all things.
See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man.
Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. Shut it down. Well, stream's over. Thanks for watching. We'll show up next week for another segment of Mo Hell. Shut up. No, look, we're back. Still here. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well.
He used an elephant to crush his legs to make him actually in a wheelchair now.
What fucking procedural are you referencing?
I don't know, but I know it's like they used to be an acrobat. They got wheelchair bound because of an incident, but they actually weren't. And so they used their acrobatic skill to kill someone at a restaurant.
Monk. It's Monk. Okay. That explains it. I've seen every episode of Monk. But only once.
I saw that episode. It was Monk.
Fucking gold leaf steak acrobatic people, then using an elephant to crush your legs.
Oh my gosh.
I can hear the defense now. It was Monk. No, that's for the different argument. What's the other argument? Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Of course he didn't.
Now then, this must be Then we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm gonna have to prove how all this fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
You don't know that? Well, can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that if you don't even know?
Well, it happened, so obviously I must be able to prove it.
How do you know that?
We haven't met Diego yet.
Who's Diego?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stopped attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, then let's do this. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. Can we get a boundary break confirming the gallery has toes?
For totally normal reasons, right, doll? Right?
I want to make a mac and cheese a girl.
Okay, that's a noble thing. I support you in that. I want that. But what about the toes?
Mac and cheese.
I wasn't a big fan of when they got rid of the original assistant.
I have foot phobia.
Oh. You just can't stand feet? I know I have a rim shot, but it's so far to get to. Of course he did. Boop. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
Are you nuts? Ah, tits.
What say you, Mr. Dingling? I have a feeling you are making fun of my name.
That was the sound of Titbit's feet.
It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Feet moment.
Mr. Wright, burn the feet moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true.
Are you just gonna agree with her?
Of course. How do you think I get into girls' pants? Or skirts? Or lack thereof?
Maya, just eat your burgers.
Burgers. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? 2, actually. 3. This is a question about asking questions. So, 3 questions. This one, another one, and then one after that. Okay, you've asked your first question. Yes, you can ask questions. What's your second question? What time is it?
It's tea time.
Thank you. And my third question. What is it? I understand some sort of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? A sip, sip, sip.
Can we get a boundary break confirming Fran's not wearing a skirt or France? I see London, I see I see France, I see Fran's underpants. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Maya, what was in those burgers?
The special sauce. I can see Moe's true form.
Ugh. If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? I am an eldritch being. I can break reality. That is the only hint I will give. That's the next course of this illegal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about that.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I'm going to present some evidence.
So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? What's this? A picture? Is it like a bounce thing?
It is indeed. The problem is that it doesn't bounce. That is a shame. The item that's shown in this picture, though,
The bust?
it's quite a large bust. And it's because it is a life-size bust. It is also very, very heavy.
Heavy? I do not know that man.
I know your father's Von Karma, but how are you related to the medic?
I transitioned.
Oh! Fair enough. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ugh.
Max has a big bust.
Wait, Russell Berry was murdered? Fuck, I thought it was the lion. Give me a minute to adjust my... Wait, Russell Berry was murdered? Fuck, I thought it was the lion. Give me a minute, just give me a minute to adjust my defense. I wish Max had a big bust. I legitimately thought about, because you see how the thumbnails, the attempt thumbnails, are me, Goldie, well, the character Goldie, which is my character, most representation of me that I can muster up, is in Francisca's outfit. I thought about putting Goldie in Max Galactica's outfit, because I love magicians. But I don't want to be related to this case after it's done. So, maybe if, when I commission the thumbnails for this case, it'll just be me as Max alone, surrounded by tentacles.
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Order!
You know, another way you could spin this case is just... because it's all men that are weird about Regina. What if you just change the idea to be about eggs and they're just jealous of Regina? She gets to be a girl.
Tidbit, did you think about that statement? I never think when I speak online that's recorded for all of time. Remind me, what did I just do? So, you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
Yep, killed him instantly. Best death.
I wouldn't mind going out that way myself, or taking out a few people.
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. You want a busty magician alone, surrounded by tentacles.
Well, we gotta get people to click on these episodes for some reason. And if it's clickbait, by gosh, that's the best reason to do it for these cases, because there's nothing in here. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Do you have back pain? Well, you're not saying no.
Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth.
Closer to the truth.
Well, well, well. Ow!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I didn't even get to read the text box. You...
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. Trans acro moment. Everyone gets back pain for carrying a large bust. Doesn't mean acros. Trans just means that he's picked up a bust. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Objection! There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
So, like...
Oh. Mr. Dingling, I'm very sorry, but we need you to testify about your condition. If you have any doubt about to your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
It takes Nick like 2 cases to just like stop getting cornered by Fran.
Yeah, it seems so. It seems like he's learning. And I mean, technically it's 1 case, because she wasn't in the very first case. That was the other guy. Capcom hated women. What do you mean hated past tense? There's still evidence today. I know, I'm counting this one. Marisa. Manon. Marissa. Manon. Who's Manon?
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you. Big Street Fighter ladies. Aww. That woman will sink to any low to win a case because she's a woman. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
A woman's place is low, in a large hole they dug with their friends in an afternoon for fun, winning a case. Capcom be like,
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate women since I began to operate. I was born of a neckbeard.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have not known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. More severe than death? Injuries, not deaths. You can have severe injuries, but you can't have a severe death. That's ridiculous. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I think you can have a serious injury that leads to death.
Very bold statement.
Yeah. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
Ah, yes. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I just gotta focus. I suppose I could have lifted something that size. Present. Objection! Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be.
Judge, sir, he stole my goldfish.
Quite precisely, I may add. I stole it from the fair yesterday.
Objection! Not Mr. Bubbles! Not Mr. Bubbles! Why would you do that, you sick man? Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Chat, is this how you feel for the QB quiz whenever a hint comes out and it's like, this makes no sense. This is just about the fucking conductor again. What does this mean? You name your goldfish crackers? I do not name my goldfish crackers. Goldfish and fish sticks are the closest things I will get to eating a fish. Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
And that's me! It's like, I've made such a good hint. How did no one get it? Fucking look at today's hint. It's clever. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. The hint is worthless. Just tell me the answer. Give me the place pin.
Maybe you should take a look at this. Gestures at the hint.
No! Give me the place pin.
No!
Doll, I can't. Doll, I can't say that on stream. You can look with your eyeballs at what Paris has said, but I will not be saying it because the AI can understand voices but cannot understand visuals just yet. Even though it is their own chat, and it should be able to scrape from that, but they don't do that for some reason. It's weird. Chat can really say anything. No username. Real. The key point here is the wooden box. Hooray for pussy. You know, we never got the pronouns for no username. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. And you never shall, smiley face. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. You want pronouns? Why? You know use her name? Puri, I love that joke. Just love it. It keeps giving. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense, said no one to game theory. The moment that the bus came falling down was the exact moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way it could miss the head of the victim. No! Order! 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 Why is the chat talking about pussies? This is an 18+ stream, Judge. I forget. We can do that now? We can do that now. We can get rid of the children? Our content isn't made for kids. And you two better fucking listen. Wood in her box. Anyone to a female simpal. Seriously, everyone goes crazy for the girls. This is unbelievable. Finally, some sort of loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way forward to go from here. Forward. So, Mr. Wright, did you say forward twice? Did you say the sentence, there's only one way forward to go from here? Forward. Yes, but that was in my mind. No, it wasn't, honey. So, the next question is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? You know the Aaron bit about the pixel pussy feeling like sandpaper? I don't remember Aaron specifically, but I do understand that idea. Which is why I always describe simpals as being a meat-like object. They're squishy. And the voxels, even though they have hard corners, if I were to, like, 4K upscale it, they would have rounded corners. They're not sharp. It was, of course, It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specifically made. Specifically made? Indeed! Ow! It had the most peculiar feature. Ugh. The box was a remarkable size. Size? Are you sure it wasn't the weight? I don't know. The guide said size, and now I'm really suspicious. Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift it up, one would have been required to squat. Meaning that one would have had to have taken it up in both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? Wait. The size was the weapon? Fuck, hang on. Just hang on. Wait. Why does my text box look like that? That's not how you spell the word that I said. Why is it a W? Should be a V. They look like those old realistic Simpson edits. That is correct. Phoenix, no! Hit movie, The Witch. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Gotta get down to get up. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool!
Tweet. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. Bees? I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Oh, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you?
I was just about to say, you fucking...
I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how could I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explains that. Don't forget you said, there was no accomplice. I want a hamburger. I didn't say the burger part out loud. You what? I thought you didn't like burgers.
You just look so good when you have them. I don't want to take that joy away from you.
Okay. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
Why did we think the bus killed him specifically? He doesn't like paying for them.
True. Why does it have to be Five Guys? Those burgers are like $20 a pop.
Oh, I did not mute my phone. Whoopsie daisy. Phone. Why does it give me notification sounds for the fucking Photos app going 10 years today on September 15th? You were playing Marvel Lego Superheroes 1 and seeing how the fucking Super Scroll could mind control. Bruh, I could take like 20 guys. These burgers are so good. Oh wait, that's supposed to be my... Bruh, I could take like 20 guys. These burgers are so good. I forget the name of the fucking YouTube channel. They do stop motion animation. They're a little hippo. That sounds like a line one of those characters would say, and I can't pick out who would be the funniest to say something like that. All right, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? With a bit of money. Excuse me? A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. What?
Oh, that channel.
Oh. Is there something wrong with that channel?
Oh no.
Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. You don't like them. Ah, that's a shame. I find them funny. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. I prefer gold card. Yeah, gold card's pretty cool. Why do Japanese games make bronze green? You know, now that you point that out, yeah, wait. Does bronze also oxidize like copper? To get to like a very copper green? That's the only reason I can think of why it would be green. That there's just a mistranslation? Fire Emblem Awakening, doesn't it? Huh. Weird. Gwa! Gah! Acro. That was so unenthusiastic. Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. What? Order, order! I said order! Miss Von Karma. Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Huh. Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon by pure accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact with our bronze sword. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Mon! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There is no denying that. Many buckets are circles. Ow! And many of them are used for sand. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And
What is that? You should know!
ow!
You forgot that your father of a magician client was spotted at the scene of the crime!
Hey! Yikes. It's pretty bad.
There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. We need to make her pathetic. What? No, wait.
I won't. She's too cool like this. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
He saw Max's. Ow!
I asked, who was the other person Mo saw on the scene? That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection! Au contraire, mon frere. It does indeed have something to do with the question. That was kind of racist.
Yeah, what the fuck? Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible?
It's simple, really.
Shut it, Mumbo. Get on with the explanation.
What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
Objection. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of those cards in the bust's hands.
Idiots! Who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Phoenix.
Dude. Objection! Everyone can see that harlot's bust! Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree?
Oh.
That back and forth between Phoenix and Francisca really, shot something up my nose. Ugh.
Dope.
He keeps going dope. He got me again. So, let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Fool! Him! Are you saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what's the Phoenix way of putting it, apparently? Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Homer Simpson. Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? This is weird. Eat your burgers, Maya. Ooh, yum.
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. The truth. Alright. So, you want to know what really happened that night? Let me step back in time.
Baby, want you, baby.
Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over the box to lift up the wooden box.
Boo. Get a better narrator.
And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens.
Get ready to clip it, folks. Welcome to the craziest part of this case.
At the very instant that the bust hit the victim,
You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
As much as you try.
As much as you scheme, this isn't true. It can't be.
Clussy core.
I don't want to see any more Clussy.
That's some fucking magic cartoon logic.
yep, we're in a world of attorneys that can cross-examine a parrot. Welcome to the world of Ace Attorney. It's still a little early to get so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet.
What? Are you trying to ascend to become an elder god? Is that why you did this case?
Maybe. Who knows? The impact of the bust, The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look.
Now I know this series is fictional. Parrot bird.
That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Bees! So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the only person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. From above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with us. With all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
Get that smirk off your dumb burger-eating face. So?
What now?
You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence. In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Peter, don't turn into an ace attorney.
Justice for all.
Clap, Peter.
I've never watched an episode of Family Guy.
And Mo never said he went awkwardly into Acro's room. Did he think they fucked after?
Okay, doll, you keep writing your fanfics. There's some crazy clownacy going on. Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. What do you mean? There's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then. Use that and get us out of this jam. Get us onto that scone. That's enough talking amongst ourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Yeah, why did he not say Max crumpled up into Aqua's room? The defense is allowed to communicate. What do you mean? The defense is allowed to communicate. It's allowed to communicate. What do you mean? The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses was the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? It's so hard to look at your assistant's face with your stupid blabbering. What? Nothing? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw was fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Wax down, Gavelhard. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Peter, stop, it's me.
Norman removes the makeup. Mr. Osborne. Oh, Peter, thank God for you.
You killed those people on that balcony.
Mo killed. I had nothing to do with it.
Fine. You've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. Don't you mean bust? No! I know what I said. I say what I mean and I mean what I said. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. You can do it, Nick. Nick, what are you doing?
Yeah. Of course, I can explain all of it.
Were you asleep?
Maybe.
What was that? What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. I'm an omnipresent being. Yeah, I know exactly how all this happened. I just wanted to see y'all suffer. The white roses were not visible because they were on the backside of the bust. Talk about back problems. Why? Order! Order! Mo, you're gone. Die. Bees. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick! Then maybe Von Karma will throw in the towel and I'll be able to swoop in all heroic like. We both know I'll be picking you up.
I am just looking at a bird. I don't know what's going on.
Well, so much for that theory. Why can't I be the heroic strong one?
Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this.
Stinging bee.
Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. But what do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive. Relax, Maya. I got an angle. Captain Phoenix STEM and Heavy Ace Attorney.
I don't even get that pop culture reference. You're out, No Name. You're out. It seems that this case isn't over yet. I mean, we still do have an hour of stream, so very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Heavy Metal. Animated film. Highly recommended. Never heard of it.
Never heard of them. What are they gonna do? Change me oil and tighten me screws? Oh.
December. Oh, sorry. You may have this one.
Ah, yes. December 30th. 2/6/17 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number S.
That's a 5.
Are you sure?
I can't believe it. Acro!
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. I mean, he didn't even. I mean, y'all would the Clussy, right?
Why wasn't that last word censored?
Look, there's nothing wrong with a bit of Clussy and a bit.
We may be an 18+ channel, but Jesus, Max, we have limits.
Jeebus? Am I that hated?
Yes, I used the J word on you.
Why?
Him. What do you think of my Francisca impression? It's pretty good. I sent a fan art. Ooh! Yay! Fan art at end of stream. We'll get to do that. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did? But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not? Which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
The Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
No, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't we relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective?
Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Ah, here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
You know, you could have described it that Acro had this. Why did you say Acro's room?
I don't know. I can't think right. I don't have a burger.
Yep. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
She's a woman, so what the fuck? Capcom allows me to actually do what I want in this one. That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything, Baka. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I got a message for you from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end, yeah, man. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
Are you sure that's what they said?
I was told to do an accent to throw you off the trail.
You did like 3 of them.
It threw you off, didn't it? You sounded like Von Karma. Fuck.
What did he mean by that the very end part?
I am not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, yeah, one more thing.
Ah! Damn it. I wish Conker was here. Conker does a very good, like, Columbo gumshoe.
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
Hey, it looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Gosh. It was a joke, because I said, oh, a buzzed man, I sure do love milk, and now I can't tell them that that's not what I was talking about.
December 30th, 2:27 p.m., District Court, courtroom number Mo. I meant to say courtroom number Mo. Number Mo. What is going on?
This is my courtroom. You know?
No, this is my courtroom.
No, this is my courtroom. What number is it?
It's number Mo. Damn.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Oh, I need an allergy pill. They have been acting up recently. I'll message the person. Allergy pills. Oh, speaking of the person I am texting, my fiancé. By this time next week, it won't be my fiancé anymore. They will be my wife. I am getting married Sunday. So, woo woo! Understood? Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. You and your wife are gonna murder your fiancé? Shh. You know, I have to put this addendum here because oh my gosh, my fiance does constantly think that I'm dating other people just because I'm kind to them, and it's like, what? And it's just a joke at this point, but it was at, like, the first moments of our relationship, she did legitimately think that I was like with other people, and it's like, no, I'm just friendly. And now it's just a running joke of just like, are you dating X? And it's like, no, I was just being friendly. Can I not be friendly with friends? And say, I miss you. I'll see you later. Have a great day. You're nice to other people? Suspicious. Exactly my wife's mindset. Who's this Phoenix you keep seeing every week? Oh my gosh, if she didn't watch my streams, she probably would say something like that, and then it'd be really funny. But she's the smartest person I know. She knows everything. And yet, that joke still does not fail to make me laugh. Just, are you dating them? It's like, no! I'm not! It's just you! Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony, while the goddess here goes insane talking about random things. Hey, shut up, Judge. No. Finally, we get to see the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Milk. Just do me a favor and don't ask questions if you don't want the answers to them. Drink.
Gulp. I don't know why I was possessed with the idea of just like, Nick, what's going on? And he's just chugging a gallon of milk.
Milk. Do you know what the hardest thing to reincarnate as a phoenix is? The bones. You need to consume a lot of calcium.
Phoenix, you're a human.
Am I? I am ascending. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. No, I'm Von Karma. Oh, you are absolutely Von Karma. How could anyone think that, Mr. Right? Yes, that one's right. Yes, that one's right over there. Who's always wrong. Hey! Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What was that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Bees. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would like to know... Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Bees.
Fuck my ass, I just fell and shit doesn't hurt. Ah!
She pretty cool. Yeah.
I started trying to do a sloppy makeout meme template with Max and Milk, but I wasn't getting it right. The milk looked like something else. Barely hearing little bits of music. It sounds like the Harry Potter theme running on GBA.
Nick? Yeah? I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Foolish attempt to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was... This is the real killer of Russell Berry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Also, Miss Von Karma, I thought you had a better American accent. Oh, I do have a better American accent. It kind of sounds like this. It's very American. Burgers and cheese. It's just that Phoenix is a foolish fool who doesn't deserve any ounce of effort. The end of things. Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because It was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What? This is such a fucking crazy case 3. He really just got Fran's number by try 2.
Well, I dealt with one Von Karma before, and apparently Edgeworth is a lot like the Von Karmas. So, I just put those together, and we're just dealing with a redo with boobs.
That is so rude, Mr. Wright. What the fuck?
Am I wrong?
Severely. I have a VIP. I have my own personality. Just give it to the next 2 cases. You think I would show my whole personality on this? The clowns? Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Aqua was trying to kill someone else?
He was trying to kill you.
What? Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Objection! He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, you're wrong. That's it. That's it? Huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ah! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence. Now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Stabbing bees.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? I thought phones called people. Your goddess, please. We are in different times. Sometimes paper calls people. Just move on. Okay. Move on, Granny.
Yes, but there's just one little problem. Phones are the only thing to call. No, you can do a bird call, and that's not with a phone. You could even crumple up a piece of paper into a cone and call a bird with a piece of paper.
Oh. See? The world has moved on. Problem.
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket.
Problem.
Are we going to have to reset the Goddess of Justice?
Maybe.
However, that someone was not the Ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the... Now I know this game is fictional. Bird call.
Yeah, just a bird calling. Oh, fuck! It's the bird! That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! Order! Problem! Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. Do you have an issue with calling people by their parental lineage? I can say mother, and other people call me mommy, so... But what about father? Of course they wouldn't call me father. No, I mean... Gah! Theory. Could I do this if it was just a theory? Flosses. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's problem. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? What is the funniest bit I could do for Acrobat for a flashback voice? Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza. Birds can't see. Birds aren't real. Because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it, I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Just let those titties breathe. Oh, you want the sound of a titty? Hey, Nick. Why is Acro doing bird noises when he said tit? Because there's a bird called a tit. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I don't want to use another Yuri option because of you fucking men. Acro wrote this problem to Regina. Note. Objection. Foolishly. Foolish fool. This foolish ideas. You're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say to me? The ringmaster knew what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Okay, you're just acting weird right now. Yeah, I haven't had any burgers. Apparently, to ascend, you need to drink gallons of milk and have no burgers. That sounds horrible. I know. Are they cow's milk? Of course. What other milk is there? Hold it right there, Mr. Problem. Right? What is the problem that is problem in the problem? Fuck! The incident 6 months ago. I'm saying you're a stupid dummy head and you smell. So yeah, take that. Ah! Whipped in the face.
Moms just don't get it.
Oh, they can get it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now, I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Are you trying to ascend to the god of time and flashbacks or some bullshit?
Yes, it'd make doing attorney work very easy, because then I can go back in time. Here's the murderer. Arrest them, boys. Wait. Are you sure that it relates to the problem case? I don't even need to fix that one. This is the problem case. It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Also, I took a sip of tea, and I'll just open this so I can easily see it. The tea. I was supposed to say something during tea time, but I did that acro bit of like questions and stuff, so I forgot to say this. But I get Arizona iced tea with raspberry flavor, the small cans that come in like packs of 12 with a box. And normally they have gold tops and silver bottoms, but the case that I got last week, so the new case, because this is the last case of its respective case, and I have a new one. They have silver tops and silver bottoms. So they've changed how they've canned the can. It's weird.
This case has been so far unsolvable. I guess I'll have to call in a favor.
Meow. You say you need someone to water your plants, sir?
This is only case 3, silly.
Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. Okay, yeah, I definitely need allergy pills when I'm done with this. Because, oh boy, I just had a sneezing fit right there. And that's why you keep a box of tissues on your desk. For sneezes. They'll show up at any time. Most of the time, the most inconvenient times.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually bees. Humming bees. Bees.
Oh, apparently I just had pepper.
Tid not beating the sneezing allegations.
The what? Get ready for case 3.3.3. You can't leave the Mo zone.
We're all still in the Mo zone. We have always been in the Mo zone.
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The spicy jokes that are going to be ending up at you, Von Karma, are going to come from Maya, not me. I'm not interested in you. It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean? Problem.
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection. Bees, foolish fool, who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Meow. Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection! What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not like her.
Acro seething in his chair. I assure you, Miss Von Karma, she is quite capable of that.
So then, what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see.
The lion smiled, though.
Regina not beating the pepper allegations. Salt and pepper. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
It was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
What, you think Regina's a robot?
Of course.
No, she's not.
Wait, then she's actually like 16, not like robot 16?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and these men have... I hate men.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat.
Bat's scarf, stained with his blood, and a small quantity of pepper. That's just a scarf.
Acro.
The lion smiled. Guilty! 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 I love these streams. They're very cinematic. Well, the game's pretty cinematic. I hope that I add to it.
This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that... And that's Miss Von Karma. Oh my gosh, not this again. Who's the one who gave Bat the scarf? Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina.
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Problem? Pepper.
Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could.
Bees.
Bees. Bees. Long bees! Hey, what's with the bees? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of pointing out a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
I need to go see a movie with Tidbit and have her facing me from slightly to the left, 2 rows ahead, and doing little hops so I can truly know how cinematic the stream is.
Boing, 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 boing. Oh, if I say it too fast, I don't boing. So it has to be boing, 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 boing. Exactly. Lovely doll gets it.
It seems like the judge doesn't get it yet, though.
Bees. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Stinging bee.
Smiling? The lion was smiling right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. What problem? What? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all.
In reality, all he did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What? Problem. You fool! You've got to be kidding me. Objection! Long bees. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
Also, why did it skip the long bees?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Some things aren't worth joking about. Your words can hurt. Which is why he tried to get revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot.
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it?
I don't understand the bee thing.
It's a joke from Jello Apocalypse. During some Volley voice, when they come across a line that's just like 3 dots, they say the word bees. Or if it's question mark with dots, 3 question marks. Just stuff like that. Exclamation marks, dots, and question marks. All of them just get translated to bees, so that way Jello knows that they've read the silence and can move to the next line. Did Regina try to prank him without understanding how death works? Like, haha, dummy, you're dead. You're a dead star now.
Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Stinging bee? To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Bees. The birds and the bees.
Acro, you can't witness.
Wow, she said it without a V.
I'm that freaked out. Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. And might I say, it's a...
Acro, no, you don't get to say that joke.
What? You don't... I don't get to say the joke about me having really good swallowing skills because Max was able to fly up into my room and...
Yes, that! Shush you! What would the problem be? Problem?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on the top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
Fucking birds. You're not real. Deletes the bird. You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon. Or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon. The murder weapon. Murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won.
Oh. Choose what you want on this question.
The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling.
I think the last name is supposed to be Dangling. But they just shortened it to Dingling for some reason. And if the case is won, Phoenix and Maya win a pizza party! Woo!
What is it now?
It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now, you must know the meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
Isn't that your ship name with fucking Apollo?
That is disgusting! What? Ew! Ugh. You mean... I was thinking kindling. Oh. Yeah, kindling. And then Shondling. Or Seendling? Their names are so like, I want to know why they're named that. I want to know what the heck happened. Where is the photo of his room? Do you think the bust is? Suspiciously Mac-shaped monkey. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? Problem? There's no reason to even say it. Problem. We found what you think we found in that room. Acro, if we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all of this. Quite funny. It looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin. Maybe we can take one from my brother's coffin for now.
Dingling is likely a combination of the Ringling Bros Circus and Dangling, a reference to his job as an acrobat, from the wiki. Huh. That is quite a stretch. But wait, it's not actually that much of a stretch because frickin' Mo is all three of the Stooges' names. But that leaves Ben Triloquist as like, what would their name be referencing? Because it sounds like it's other like famous circus acts or just comedy stuff that every other character is referencing. Tid. Right, I'll play game. But what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here.
Ventriloquist. It's ventriloquist. I know that, but I got it in my head that it's like, oh, obviously, if Mo's name references people and the Acrobat Brothers reference people's names, then obviously other characters' names must reference names and not their profession, which is ventriloquist. I got stuck in my own. It has to be this. I didn't want to admit it.
Is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster? You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Stop reading chat. Give me no. Give me comfort. The bust. Where is it now? The bust.
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Thank you for your support.
Yuck.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Objection! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. I was eating burgers. Huh? What? That is so adorable. We need time to— Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Okay, why didn't you whip her when she said something, but you whipped me?
Because I like— because you're an idiot. Yes, that's the reason. Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, what? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey! Wait, you can't be serious.
I'm not serious. I'm mad. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. I need her consent first. It's just violence, Vizioso. Thanks. I have more respect for women than you men. Very well. The defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. And I don't think he'll be finding one any time soon. Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. Okay, let's put my Wii balance board skills to use.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Bro, I'm respecting this woman so hard right now. See how I do a violence to all the men around her? She is grateful. I am.
It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. It's up your ass! It's up Von Karma's ass! It's up the witness's ass. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Bees. I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I'm just wanting to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. That's where you're storing your back pain. Your bust is down under your wheelchair. Fuck. This is the egg circus, but I was so good at hiding mine. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I'm picturing his hand moving across like Uncle Grandpa style across the room, brushing past Max under Acro's desk like, excuse me, and then poking his wheelchair. The sag is ridiculous.
Uncle Grandpa is something else. Even describing an Uncle Grandpa bit makes me feel like I am on drugs. And I have never been on drugs.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position, seated. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. Bees. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Up the monkey's ass. I mean, under your wheelchair. Bees. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
Ah, you fool! How could you? Ah!
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
Mo of them. 2 of them.
Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously, I couldn't throw that away. I needed to kiss it. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust.
Kindling!
And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. I'm a bird without wings. So, you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I just like to be fucking pouty. It's fun! I can't believe it. Me, a mistake. You don't need to act. No, we need to. Miles needs to feel clever. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Then I'd win and a murderer would be let free. Oh no. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. I thought he fucking inflated fetished. The disc is too similar to his skin tone and it's sawing under the text box. Oh no!
You got me, Mr. Phoenix, right? Now, I will show you what sin I am. Gluttony.
Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime.
Acro?
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. The 21-year-old to the 15-year-old. Yup, teasing. That's all I can say it was. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times. But she got too gluttonous about it, and that is my domain. But I couldn't just forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful. Can't even let a woman laugh. How fucking dreadful.
So, are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
Of course, I am a man on Twitter. No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving up myself. But I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an
Idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
Fucking bees.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty.
Based on this stream, the case seems good.
Yeah, it really tied together, and I was able to get around the pedophilia things with eldritch gods and milk. Yep, that is the thumbnail.
Oh, wait. Fuck. The prosecutor's an idiot.
Oh, wait, who is this now? If they're saying prosecutor like they're... Is this Pain?
Oh, wait. Fuck. The prosecutor's an idiot. Fuck. Hold on. I need to fix my papers.
It's always been Phoenix. Oh, wait, fuck, the prosecutor's an idiot. Fuck, hold it. I need to fix my papers. Fuck! In a better world, Max Galactica got hit by a truck. This court is adjourned.
December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. See, I did it.
Good job. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat, my gosh. What the heck was all this? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside. Huh. That's a good question. And I don't know the answer to. Many congrats! But only at max 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. Bees. Bees? What's with the buzzing vibe of this room? What's with all the bees? We're just thinking about Acro. So you're thinking about the birds and the bees? No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. I know how to make you happy. Forever. Huh? She's been like this for a while now.
Pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. No, everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Are we all just stars waiting to die? Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro, he's a bird? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that.
Yup. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge. That's a fucking person! I want evidence!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Gosh, my ears.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. I didn't realize Bat was a person. I thought he was an animal. He's called Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
He's not a bat, but he's called Bat. What the fuck?
Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up your contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. Bees. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Oh my gosh, we're just gonna keep on phalangeing this ringmaster until it masters or something. What the fuck? What did you just say? Huh? What in the goddamn? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. He was the contract that bound us. He is the elderest of gods. And yet, why are we still here? Why can I breathe? Am I breathing? I'm breathing like a person. The staff, the performers. No one wants to leave the circus. What the fuck? That's why I've made the decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen!
Sounds like Pete Holmes' Batman. Oh, I missed a lot of chat. Diving my lion right after a sneeze. Hey, that bump is shaped like a
Whoa.
It's shaped like a queer.
Did you hear what happened to Max Galactica? The second he stepped into the street, that court session, he got struck by a speeding truck. Well, I guess you can say he really went flying. My favorite delivery is that Mole Dolly going, "She's been like this for a while." And his voice is flat and lacks the clownness.
I realize now she's not just 15. She's like a mentally stunted 15.
I mean, she was homeschooled. The goddess knows what that's like. Ordering fucking chicken strips at restaurants. Shut up, Mo!
I'm yelling at myself. Help! I love how stupid you make Regina. It's so funny. Yeah.
Girl, I will have to DM you. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh! This is the one time I don't want you to laugh at me. That's quite the goal.
Yeah! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the world's best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina? You're gonna help them out, too, aren't you? Why did the music stop?
No, I'm gonna fucking kill everyone with my killer tiger. I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? You are the entire appeal. You ever watch those YouTube videos?
Yeah, the ones with like the funny circles and the arrows.
Yes, you are the funny circle and the arrow of this circus.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you think that I brought you to court today? It was to mature you up.
Her calling it a fucking tiger is killing me. Well, there is a tiger. Leon's dead, but there's a tiger. Oh wait, but the tiger hasn't killed anyone. I'm the dumb one. Oh no, I am Regina.
I don't know what to say. All I can say is, oh God, I really do have to do this? Oh no, kill me. Mo during the first loop of this nightmare.
They did kill Leon.
Oh, they did kill Leon. Oh, fuck. Where did I shred the files? Fuck down. No. Ah. Sit down, motherfucker. Stand up. Sit down. Fuck. Shit. Dance. Ah.
Cause you're the eldritch god of torment?
We've got to work together to make Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been. We need to get back into the astral plane.
Mo, I don't want to go there again. Look what happened to my eyes. They're not right.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can be the Berry Big Circus without Regina. It can't. Oh, I read that all the way wrong. It could be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Bye-bye. What? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick!
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. Maya,
Yeah?
did you notice that Acro kind of sounded like me?
Yeah. And did you notice Regina kind of sounds like me?
Yeah. Looks at the circus. It's gonna disappear in a second, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the cure, I thought that was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, that's right. I took the accomplishments of like a very competent and powerful woman and made them my own. Fuck you. The only way the goddess would allow this to continue on is if for some reason I got estrogenized. That is the word. I looked it up in a dictionary. Or a womangenary. They don't like dicks.
Whew! So, we finished case 3 alone. Yay! And I need to write a note in my spot to write notes of just we got through this with Eldritch Gods and milk. Case 2-3, part 3. No. Dear. Alrighty. And then you said there was fan art. So, let's pull that up. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've done the Discord thingy. Where is it? Discord group. Discord window. Ta-da!
It's just a theory. A psychological theory. Boom, bada boom. Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs. Boom. Boom, ba boom. Bada bada. Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs.
Okay, so let's see the fan art. What? Don't you ever shut up? I can barely see your assistant's face. What? It's a pretty good one. Is that a bird? Is that a bird at the witness stand? What the hell is this, Max?
I'm just some southern boy.
Okay. Birds aren't real. That's a gif. Okay. And I'll just turn off the Discord thingy. That Max in a sweater? Nearly the Virgin Killer. So, yeah. I'm back. Thank you all for showing up. And, what do I do for the ending stuff? Oh, yeah, right. Like the stream, comment your thoughts, share it around, and subscribe to be notified when the next one comes out, which generally is Monday, noon PST. It's easier to subscribe, so you don't need to remember. And normally I would say this is where you can see all of the guests, all the stars, information down in the description, but I was here alone, and we got through this with Eldritch Horrors and Milk. So, goodbye!